All right. What have I got today? It's spend the morning trying to improve on this YouTube thing. Spend the morning listening to quite a lot of people on YouTube. Or spend the morning watching training videos, different training methods. And okay, by the way, before I proceed, if you happen to have seen any of my videos on YouTube, I will appreciate if you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment on my channel, and also like my channel, and most importantly, click that notification button at the top so that when I drop anything, it might be useful, it might not be useful, it might make your day, it might not make your day, but you never know what you find on YouTube. So click the notification button and get all my content. All right, as you know, I'm D1W1. I'm all fitness, I'm all gym. I've done this all my life. And even before I move into what I'm about to say, which I honestly don't know, but I need to do this often so I can talk clearly and my message can be understood more better. And the only way to do this is to practice. So the only way to practice is to actually do it. Push the fear out, just like I tell my client. If you really want to improve in your squat, you should not be afraid to fail when you hit that squat depth. Because when you undrag a bar and then you start thinking like, oh, I'm going to fail, fear is blocking you actually from achieving your full potential. So I'm going to make lots of videos. And by the time I hit the 500 videos on YouTube, I will be able to speak more clearly and you will always want to come listen to what I say. So I'm going to keep practicing and I'll get there. All right. So fitness, losing weight, putting on muscles, having a six-pack. It's easy and it's hard. It's hard when you are fat. I'll use the word fat. When you are overweight and then you pretend as if it's fine. It's not fine. It's not okay. Why? When you are overweight, when you're fat, it's a one-way ticket to the hospital. That means you're buying probably a one-way ticket to the hospital. And we know what happens when you're overweight. I'm not going to continue this video. I need to go and wash my face. This is what happens when you don't take care of yourself. You look like shit. So I need to go clean up a little bit so you can be able to watch me. Because at the moment, you see, I look like shit. So I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Alright. So I've just gone and cleaned my face, comb my hair, keep my chin clean because I like to have a clean chin. And this is just to demonstrate what tiny little bit changes can do to your health and to your weight. A lot of times people think like you have to really go hard, or they bring excuses. Like some people say, maybe she or he is fat because they have some health issues. Maybe she or he is fat because they are depressed. You are depressed because you are fat. If you think that people are always going to look at you and be like, oh, we are sorry for her because she's fat. No, you're lying, because people are laughing at you. And people are calling you lazy. People are talking behind your back. They're calling you bum-ass lazy girl or lazy boy or lazy man or lazy woman. If I hadn't gone and took care of my face, combed my hair, I'm not the most handsome looking guy. But what do I need to do? I need to try and keep myself in as clean and lookable as possible. So I need to always make sure I comb my hair, I shave, I wash my face, I clean my teeth. My dentures. I need to make sure my dentures are clean so that when I'm talking to you, you are not going to be seeing flakes in my mouth. Same goes to all these people saying I'm fat. I'm not gonna try and name all those excuses because they are excuses. If you're fat, you're fat. Do something about it. If I'm not handsome, if I haven't got a face like Chris Brown or them light skin or what's his name? Denzel Washington, what do I need to do? I'm not going to be sorry at myself because I'm not handsome. I am going to make sure I keep myself clean. I shave. And if my hair is going as it is now, I am also going to look for a haircut or hairstyle, or I shave it all. I wish I could shave it all, but my scalp is so sensitive that when I do that, I get rashes. I wish I could shave my hair all because that look is so slick, it's so smooth. So if I'm not handsome, if I'm not got a pretty face like I've not got one, I'm going to make sure that all the time I clean my face, I use lotion on my face, I wash my mouth, I make sure when I eat, I brush my teeth so that when I'm talking to somebody, they won't see particles of food in my cavities. To be honest, I'm always in the gym every day. I have my lunch in the gym, my sometimes breakfast in the gym. I love oats. And imagine if you eat oats and you don't brush your mouth. That looks so disgusting. When I'm in the gym, even in my car, if I go somewhere and I eat, I've got a toothbrush in my car. As soon as I get to the car, first thing I do is I clean my mouth. Because we are always up and personal, especially when we are training clients. We speak to them. I want to be able to not put off my client. The same goes to you all fat, obese, overweight, lazy ass people out there. And especially for girls, women. Makeup is not going to change you. If you're overweight and then every day you put makeup on your face, that is not going to change you. Why? Because when you come back home, you have to clean that makeup off. And when you clean that makeup off, it's still you. But imagine if you spend more time trying to look after your weight, you will be so sexy that you will not even need makeup. One thing women, maybe most women fail to understand is that men, the face counts just a tiny bit. Men, first of all, we look at what we're going to be playing with. We look at the body, we look at the back, we look at the front, we look at the legs. That's what we're going to be playing with. The face is going to be alright. The face. And the thing is, when you're overweight and you start to lose your weight, your face changes also. Your face goes slim. And a slim face, even if it's not beautiful, even if it's not pretty, in a slim and well-toned, sexy body is to die for. That one is the one. So, spend less money on buying makeup and trying to be different. Because when you put makeup, that's not even you. You're disguising. You come back from a night out or from a party, you have to clean that makeup. But imagine if you actually pay some time to your body, look after your food, drop some of that unwanted fat you're carrying around, you will always be sexy. You will not need any makeup. It's just like me, as I said, when I get up in the morning, I have to wash my face, I have to comb my hair, I have to brush my teeth, I have to put lotion on my face. Because I know I need to be able to look at somebody square into the eyes, up and close. And that person will not be put off by my dirty, especially us with pimples that sometimes we always scratch them off. It's hard, but sometimes I scratch mine. And I always have to try by all possible means to make sure I wash my face. I take care of my face so that when I go out, I talk to somebody, I'm not a little bit, there's no complex, because some people, when they talk to you, they can't look at you straight into the eyes. They look down or they wander around. Don't know what they're always looking for. So today, I watched two big guys on social media. Tate Andrews. Yeah, Andrew Tate, I know. I watched two of his YouTube not live videos, two of his YouTube videos, no, 3 I think. And to be honest, he is arrogant. He is, but a lot of stuff he talks about makes a lot of sense. Anyway, he's a billionaire, by the way. And I don't think he inherited his money, because he was a mixed martial art champion. So he actually worked for his money. That means he knows what he's talking about. I know some of the things he talks about are very, 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 very not appropriate. His message is too strong and direct. It's almost like if you're fat, he says you're fat. If you're poor, he says you're poor. There's no mincing. If you're a thief, he says you're a thief. If you're rich, he says you're rich. And he says the same thing he said about fat people. If you're fat, you're lazy. And one thing also he said is, once you actually acknowledge that you're fat, then you start to do something about it. Because especially girls, they always be like, I like my curve, I'm curvy, I'm not fat, I'm curvy, but they are fat. But once you accept that you're fat, you start to do something about it. Just like today, finally accepted that, yeah, some of us are poor. Once we accept that we're poor, we start to do something about it. It's not just about, doing your passion, doing something you love, but actually doing that thing you love in a way that makes you money is a plus. Because you do it happily. You want to do it every day, and you're making lots of money. The other YouTube video I watched was, I don't know which site this girl is on. It's called Everything Pearl, or is it Pearl Everything? It's a lady, she has a platform, and then she talks about men and women, and she's always leaning on the men's side. I think she's the #1 supporter of men against women, especially the feminist society. And also one thing which I find a little bit on the side was, she is pro-choice. Not pro-life, sorry. She's like, no, a woman's choice, no, she's not into that. Her thing is, before a woman gets pregnant, you should know the consequences. And if you know the consequences and you actually have unprotected sex, then you should have the baby. That's her stance. That's pro-life. Doesn't matter. You should have the baby. I'll leave that at that. So today, being a personal trainer, as you can see, I'm not in a world class shape, but I'm not in a bad shape. Yes, I've been training all my life because I know it's good. I knew it was good. That is what I do. That is what I try to put out there. That is what I try to encourage people to do. Muscle make you sexy. When you are not overweight, you are sexy, you are desirable. People want you, people want to touch you. When you are fat, you are ugly. That is the truth. If anybody tells the wife who is fat that I like you the way you are lying to your wife. Just try and be truthful to your wife. You are going to help her because you are just buying her a one-way ticket to the hospital. Yes, you're buying her a one-way ticket. Because we know what happens when you are carrying too much weight. By the way, I don't even think the sex is good. Imagine you trying to toss your wife up and down. Yeah, you want to carry your wife. You wanna rough handle her in quotes in a nice way. Cause we all like it rough a little bit. It's just it's boring. There are things that you only think in your mind, but you can't do. Because there's just too much of unwanted material around. Imagine sewing your suit and just putting too much material in the suit. It's not tailored. The shoulders are just everywhere. Imagine a suit like that. You are in a suit that has so much material than it needed. Do you call that a suit? That's a parasuit. Are you trying to jump from an airplane or what? So, as I said, if you see this, I don't know if I'm going to call it what podcast or it's not a podcast. I'm just rambling and being also one of those disgruntled wannabe fitness. I can be. It's just work. If I put in work, I'm going to be. So if you see this video and you want to say what you think, I appreciate if you drop me a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to. Don't forget to click that notification button and also share. That's all I have today. I've got a big day today in the gym, big deadlift. Every man should be strong. We're men, we're warriors. Women should be strong too, but men, naturally, we are made to be strong. So don't sit there and be lazy. Don't sit there and complain. Go out, work hard, make some money, but also look good for your wife. Come on. Look good for your missus. Get her some muscles, get her some bicep, get her the abs she wants. Imagine money and abs at the same time. Oh, beautiful life. Let's go work out and shut up. Stop being lazy. I'm out.